All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Hunter.
Episode 80. All right, we have a lot of things moving around. We have
A lot of different
going
characters
crazy.
in different places. Yep, Chimera ants are going nuts.
We have pro hunters entering the scene, like Pokele. And then, of course, the attachés with him, particularly Ponzu.
Yes, and is there anyone else we need to care about or worry about?
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
We have the Chimera ant group that's particularly aggressive, going after the drug dealers in the caves. It's the Chimera ant Yunju. There's a lot of names of Chimera ants in particular. But yeah, they're just slaughtering everyone.
Yep. I want to see more of that Chimera ant in the suit, though.
Right, there's that one, the little koala bear one. The particular thing I'm worried about is whether or not these Chimera ants are eating people and potentially gaining something through the phagogenesis.
I think it has to go through the queen.
I think it has to go through the queen as well, through the reproductive process there. So future generations will end up being potentially stronger.
Yep.
But these ones, if anything, are just kind of learning by observation, which is interesting. But yeah, Kite, Gon, Killua, and some of the rest of them made it into this area.
They're on their way on horseback with Killua striking fantastic poses.
Yes. But yeah, the NGL made it, so they had to split the party. Hopefully the ones that remained outside can get more help if need be.
Sure.
Because I'm guessing this situation is going to go critical very quickly.
Or at least maybe they won't die immediately when everything goes really, really bad.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Also, the queen is prepping to be ready to birth the king. And if the queen has done this much by herself, essentially with her offspring,
what's the king gonna do?
What's the king bringing to the table? It's going to be intense. So guys, we're excited. We're hyped. This arc's very crazy. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh right, yeah. We left off here.
Dude.
Someone's going to do the chair swivel of awesome.
Right before he dies.
He might put up a fight.
Yeah, it's possible.
Might be a nun-user. Okay.
Patch of shore.
Skip the opening.
Yep. Okay, so that's right. There is this mob boss person who was the name Gyro?
Something like
that. Or
that.
something like, I don't know. But okay, they're building them up to be like this mysterious type person, but I get the feeling it might just be one of those things to further build up the Chimera ants when they, rip this person limb from limb.
Well, what it also is probably a person who will end up being a potentially big character in the arc overall. But this is one of the other things, guys. Just like the kid who now is kind of questioning things with the Chimera ants and stuff because he was brought into through the reproductive process. This person might end up being brought in to being a Chimera ant in particular.
And okay. So yeah, I have that crazy theory that maybe Kite is the person whose personality most comes through in the king, but it could also potentially be this person. And that might be why they're building them up like this, because they want to sort of preemptively build the king up.
Well, it'll also probably be a mix. Like the king will be kind of
because he has to be
a culmination of the final evolution.
A bit further beyond the others.
And now we bring it up. Yes. Okay. Very ominous title. That is Gyro.
Gyro.
Yes.
That's right. I was just thinking of food. I was very hungry.
Oh. Backstory.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
So pretty rough upbringing, yeah. Worked all his life, yeah. Whoa.
All right. That's not supposed to be him at 12, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so man a few words to the max.
Yeah. That's the father, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Jeez.
How do you learn, without being
other
able to
people?
Speak?
Oh.
Uh.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeez. What the heck?
Okay.
All right, I empathize with this character. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
Okay.
Whew. I wonder how much of a time skip there's going to be between this and him, leading the drug dealing organization.
Yeah, because that's...
Yeah.
How did he develop this? Like, how did he develop the skills necessary to lead a drug organization?
Well, he killed his father probably pretty young. Wow. Huh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Oh, with the spoon. Oh no, just
Okay.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No way.
Oh crap.
Oh, man.
What the heck? Oh no. Oh no. Wow,
No
that
way.
that did it. Yep.
Okay.
This has to be the seeding of the story for Gyro being brought into the Chimera ants and giving them the rage against humanity maybe as a whole.
Sure.
And maybe potentially the drive to survive, just the next step of their evolution. That's why they're bringing up so much of this for the backstory of Gyro.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See? Yep.
Yeah.
They're bringing in the connection here.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Oh, and color came back. That's so good. Whoa. That was intense.
Oh.
He founded it? Wow.
Okay.
9 years. Oh.
Okay.
And now he's dead. Oh, he handed the humans over. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, see? See?
Yeah, okay, okay.
Why does he specifically... Okay. The individuality has gotten them desire to own, have possessions. you know?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Now they've got guns. Okay.
Yep. Crap.
Okay.
Holy crap.
All
Yeah,
right.
here they are. Here they are. Okay.
Dead 1, Dead 2, Pokle, and Ponzu.
Yep. Call in big help. Call in official help. Whoa.
Oh, you need to hide.
Well, no, they're going back to the queen.
Yeah.
It's not natural. None of it.
Oh, that's gross.
And those little guys taking their fat dumps around everywhere, making this place stronger. Cheetu. It's the one name that's easy to remember other than Colt.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have to learn what this weapon is.
Oh.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Because they can't see it.
Right.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
Whoa.
are they already adapting to Nen?
No, I think it's aura. They can
right,
feel
right.
the aura.
It,
Yep. Yep.
you guys seem to be able to learn pretty well. Until she births as a king. Did he name the queen? Oh. No, that's his mom. No wonder he's so protective of the queen. Where's Reina's sister?
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine they will be.
Yep.
Who's Reina?
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. No one received the message. Oh, wow. So they're the last team other than
Okay.
Kilwa and Kite's group. Yep.
Yeah, just get out.
Get out.
Tell the story.
Tell the world. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Smart people. I like it.
Yeah.
Good. Whoa.
Probably should have started doing that before then.
Oh, super dead.
Yeah.
Head gone. He dead. Wow. Dang.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Gross.
No. No. Oh. Nice.
That's an issue.
Yep. He can see it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh boy. Running time and split up.
Yep. Called it. Poor Pokele. He will be the Nen. He'll be the Nen gene introduction.
Oh. No, don't try to save him, bro.
So much for capturing the humans alive.
I broke it. Well, he's not looking.
Yep. Come on. Good. Yep. Nice.
No, go for the abdomen. Like, doesn't have hands over there.
What? Oh no, someone else. Crap. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is not good. Ugh. Crap.
Yeah.
Well, Nen has been introduced. Yep. See, I knew it. They're feeding off of the nutrition part is the aura.
Right.
That's why some of them have the ability to, see aura.
Yeah.
Ponzu.
You're hiding. Get out of there.
You need to survive. You know what's... Yes. Good. Right. Good. Right. Yep. This is all very good stuff. Yep. Just, you need to survive.
And
get
just
out.
get out of there.
Get a message. Send it to the world. Yep. Oh,
nice.
Good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
And we could have Gon, Killua, and Kite save Pokele.
Or at least find out about it after the fact.
Oh, crap. Yep.
Oh, the one with the guns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yep. Jeez. Rip Ponzo.
Okay. All right.
Will the bees be pissed and attack him, or will they not be? Yeah. And he just eats them.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa. Holy crap. Dang.
All right.
Does Gon recognize that it's from Ponzu?
Well, I think so, because they were trapped in the cave.
Right, with her.
Yeah. Killua, I don't think Killua was, but Gon was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm meaning you can leave. Like
we're going to be going on foot.
Yep. We're going to run with Nen, so. Yes, the Hunter Association. Good. Oh.
Limbering up for the trek.
I love Kite's
yeah.
Competent, attitude. Is like,
right.
If you're not competent. Oh,
okay.
Shoot. Here we go.
The horse's eyes just...
That's an added bit of levity. I appreciate that, Hunter. You didn't have to do that. But... Whoa.
Oh, the remains.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's one of the most pissed off faces we've seen from Gon in a while.
And we don't usually see even Killua get actually pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
The gun...
Nope, not done by a human.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a bit of an issue. I mean, technically, she could have had the gun, and it could have been, like, bullet casings or something that she used, but, yeah.
Wow.
Is that a brain?
I think so. Oh.
Okay, that shot is really cool.
That's
though.
really good. For the absolute worst. That's putting it lightly, don't you think? All right. No ending here.
So,
holy crap. So,
yeah.
We've got...
Take the worst thing you can possibly imagine and then multiply it by cancer.
But yeah, poor Pokele is basically going to be the instigation for Nen to be brought into the equation. Now, we knew this was coming. Like, it was obvious. It's the perfect way to introduce the whole process of Nen and Aura to a species that will kind of be learning it for the first time, kind of like Gon and Killua did.
Right.
And in a lot of ways, how theirs was so natural because they're just natural learners. These creatures are absorbing things, the ants, chimera ants, very naturally because it's part of the phagogenesis,
right? And because memories are a part of that phagogenesis thing, even though it doesn't really make sense, they'll also know how to use it. It won't be like they'll be starting from absolute ground zero.
Well,
at least the king probably will.
They might not be able to develop like techniques necessarily, but they'll be able to tap into it probably without much problem. All right, so
okay,
yeah.
So they did.
They did.
Well, okay, no. All right, Pokle
is okay for now,
but he's probably gonna die. Hanzu might actually be okay. Yeah, because we don't see like a decapitated head on a spike in a bulletproof glass case.
Yeah,
so
we get it, Jacob. It's not that funny. She's dead. The main problem here is Kite, Gon, and Killua are 3 people. That's not nearly enough.
True. Well,
that's not nearly enough.
Okay, here's how it could be enough. If they struck before the king was born, right?
Yeah, which they probably will.
Now, granted, what do you know? What about the 3 bodyguards for the king that were already like on their way to being hatched?
Yeah, and there were 3.
Right, there were 3. So it's like
they won't have.
I wonder what's going to happen there.
They won't have Nen, but they might have Aura.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Now here's the thing that's quite probable is, let's say we have soldiers, we have Chimera ants being born that have access to Aura. Now, let's say that part of the process of the, the birthing of these ants is that they have like some kind of programming in their brains, essentially, to access whatever means they have to physically protect the king and the queen, essentially.
Okay, yeah.
So if they can tell that they have this energy that emanates from them, they might be able to put up basic, 10 and
possibly
maybe even release some Ren or something.
Right. What I think it'll be a lot like, say, Gon or Killua before they actually, got real training from Wing.
So they might be faster, a little
really
bit strong,
and and stuff like that. But I don't think they'll actually be able to like they'll still be at a huge disadvantage.
Well, the other thing is the large numbers of Chimera ants in particular.
Yeah.
And one of the things they've been bringing up is this whole individuality bit that the Chimera ants are dealing with. Colt in particular, remembering Reyna, which I believe was his sister.
I believe so.
Yeah. But either way, that aspect of it is going to make us feel just a little bit bad when those ones die.
Right, but they've done a really good job of making them all very diverse, so that we won't.
Yes, exactly.
Like when some die, we'll be like, "Yes, that one was an asshole." Like, good. But then with Colt, it's like, no, not this one. Don't kill this one.
Right. We've begun to separate them each individually ourselves. Based on not just the fact that they're named, but just the fact that they have different personalities based upon
different choices.
Yeah, the choices that they make, the aspects of themselves that they choose to focus on. So, like, Colt's is his loyalty and his desire to protect. The one that's kind of an owl thing is his desire to learn. Zan or Zana or the scorpion girl. She seems to enjoy kind of in particular the hunt aspect of it. Well, no, Yunju is really into the hunt.
Right, and I think she's
got more of the crazy squad, like
sure,
the spiders and the bugs and things like that.
Now, okay. So of the ones that we've been introduced to that have the names and all that, right? That have the distinct personalities.
Right.
How many of them do you think are actually going to run into our main trio?
Like 2 to 5.
Okay.
Max.
Sure.
I see Cheetu, Colt, and the girls on. They seem to have. They seem to have the most character design kind of focus.
Sure.
And Yunju in particular set up his own fortress. So he might be trying to make his own.
That's true.
His own group, his own mini faction, essentially.
And in a lot of ways, that might save him possibly, because then he won't be at the main hive area, which makes me worried for Colt, because he's the one that's always like, I'm going to protect, Reyna or the Queen.
I could see him easily being taken down by an enraged Gon or Kite. I almost think that in particular, because he has this character aspect to him, that he almost has to die. Because it's part of the evolution of the Chimera ants, in that this current generation of ants is about to not matter. Like, in terms of the power that could be coming from Chimera ants that have access to Nen and maybe the ability to learn Nen through Pokele's memories.
Yeah.
We have some problems on the way. And if they are sending for an extermination squad from the Hunter Association, it's probably going to take at least a week's time to send them there. And this has all been happening in like less than a week's time. Maybe even to send a true extermination squad, it would actually take longer, like a month.
Right, because they need to assemble them.
And ferry them there via Zeppelin or boat or what have you.
Okay, now, here's one of the things that I hope Colt doesn't die. He probably will. Because one of the things that... All right. And I know, don't compare HunterxHunter to other bad shonen, but I feel like this is a great way to basically say, hey, look at all those things that shonen usually do that sucks, and how HunterxHunter is doing that and doing it well.
Sure.
The idea that when you have like a final boss or final boss list of, like characters that you want to like have be the main big baddies, right?
Yeah.
And then there will be those other characters that come before that, and you're just like, yes, please speed this up. Let's get past all the cannon fodder, right? Don't try and make it seem serious, and get to the thing that I really want to see. But here, because one, they're giving them all very distinct personalities, and because you know that it's this whole evolutionary stage, and the evolutionary cycle is not exactly kind to the previous generation.
Exactly.
There's this sense of like doom almost for this current generation of Chimera ants. Some you hate, and you're like, that's good. But then there's some like Colt, and you're like, no. And I just want to give major props to them for that, because that's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Right. If anything, I feel like this is going to be a point that's brought up really quickly, especially when I saw Gon's kind of like angry face. It's a little bit intense. But this show has given the Chimera ants no true evil bits to them. What we have is a bunch, because they're now separating them into individuals and they're not a hive mind. You don't get this vibe that Chimera ants are evil. You get the vibe that the Chimera ants could be bringing in the traits of people that might have evil tendencies, like the guy who's just casually just killing everyone, and he has no regard for them in particular. He has no goal in this beyond self-indulgence and what have you. Even Yunju, he cares to have maybe notoriety. Like, that's why he wanted to kill Gyro. Like, he's like, I'm important, so I need a fortress for my new colony or what have you.
Right. Wait, did Yunju kill Gyro?
No. He's saying I wanted to kill him because he was someone of importance, probably. But that's the other thing. Right. Let's talk about that Gyro backstory.
Yeah.
You know why they're doing that, right?
Because that's the personality that's coming. Yeah. Okay, this actually kind of makes me happy, because that means Kite's probably fairly safe.
Wait, so you have this theory that Kite is going...
That was the theory, because because it seemed like they would be setting up for doing the whole mentor death, but in a way where you actually feel it, not in just the tropey sense that is done a lot nowadays.
And you're saying that he would be reborn as a Chimera ant.
And that, as the king, and that would make there be a very personal tie to the king, and why Gon feels...
That could still happen.
That could still happen.
I think that what they're going to be doing is they're going to mold a whole bunch of characters, a whole bunch of personalities, a whole bunch of aspects into whoever this king ends up being. Because the king, she's been saying she needs like 50 humans a day.
Right.
At the current nutrition rate that she's receiving, in order to make the king, which they said was going to take a while, she needs 50 a day. So it's not that the king is going to be just Kite or just Gyro or just that. He's going to be like hundreds of humans.
Sure.
And the freaky thing, if anything, is that we've brought Nen into the equation with Pokele.
Mm-hmm.
If the king is created, and has multiple people's Nen, like multiple,
it's a problem.
That's a thing where you don't really think about how are the humans going to stop the Chimera ants. You more of think like, which humans are going to survive the Chimera ant onslaught? Because I almost think HunterxHunter hasn't really been building up necessarily to this kind of bit in as direct a way, but I do feel like the world as it is in HunterxHunter has been building up towards something that would require all these characters that we've had.
Right, they're building up to a world-class event, right?
Well, yes, but like, in as much as that the world of HunterxHunter almost would... It's almost perfect for the world of HunterxHunter to have a conflict like this, because then you get to draw on all the things that you've introduced thus far.
Yep.
But more so, I feel like there's this weird disconnect that I'm excited to see connect, where the characters in particular that we've especially been built up with Gon and Killua primarily, weave into this story. Because when you get something that has world, shattering consequences.
The fate of the world is at stake, and the world doesn't revolve around our main protagonists.
Right.
So they're a small boat in a very big ocean.
Right,
like,
and that's what something that HunterxHunter has reaffirmed with us, is that the world goes on without Gon and Killua being there. We've seen it with Kurapika in particular.
Yep.
And if this arc is primarily the mangaka Tagashi is basically wanting to utilize all of his toys in one like big thing here, I don't know, I'm worried. Like here's the thing, I know that Gon and Killua have like a decent amount of like say plot armor for now.
Sure.
But what I'm more of excited about is like, if this becomes a big thing, which it seems like it's going to be. Like, I don't feel like this dungeon raid that we're about to get
this
is going to be successful.
Right, it's the pre-battle.
It's the yeah, exactly. Yep. So
the narrator might have said that things are at their absolute worst now, but no.
Things can always get worse.
Always get worse.
In fact, you want to like knock on wood anytime someone says this is the worst it could possibly be. You'd be like, why did you say that?
Yeah.
No. Because I'm getting the vibes of this story being big. But the thing is that Gon and Killua's story has never been big. It's always been personal. So I feel like I can't communicate properly, but I feel like there's this personal aspect that is like either being pushed to the side for now, or it's just wrestling with the whole idea of them having this world-shattering, consequences, conflict. Where will they join?
Well, here's
basically, how does this end well? Like, I don't see it ending well.
Here's an idea for
almost anyone.
Here's an idea for how it could end well. All right, because as we've seen here, like Gon was shown to be very angry, right?
Okay,
and we've seen him get angry before, but I think this probably takes the cake.
But it's not as bad as it was when Hisoka humiliated him. That's the worst we've all. That's the worst.
Okay, that's
seen.
a good point. That was a personal thing. That was a selfish.
That's
anger,
the thing. This isn't personal for Gon.
Right.
I think that Gon is just upset that such brutality
exists.
Was just done upon on a human, essentially, like a person that he had some connection with, because he did know Ponzu a little bit.
Right. Now here's my idea. Okay, so Gon is a kid, right? He's an optimist and all that stuff, and that's one of the big things that they've shown is that even with all the craziness that happens, and as dark as it's shown that this story is willing to get, that's the reason why Gon's the main character, right?
Right.
That's why him being an enhancer, and having that very simple, driven personality is such a big deal. That whole shonen protagonist idea that is so often glazed over and done a disservice, but it's like, no. Why is that so compelling in the first place?
For sure.
So, I'm actually really interested to see Gon interact with Colt, and hopefully, maybe Colt will win, because I could see that being where basically the first seeds of we could live together could be grown, right?
Yeah, I don't see that actually happening.
Like,
what I see is more of a dark thing where Colt maybe believes in that and is eviscerated for the second generation of Chimera Ants.
I am not saying that it has to work out.
Oh, okay.
But okay. Because again, they had someone be eaten a lot. Well, no, they were dead by that time. Okay.
Yeah, they were dead.
Yeah. All right. But they were eaten and big blood everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. They're eating people and taking people. So this is happening all over.
Yes. But they actually, they showed it into a named character,
there was intent to make this one hit us harder than the other ones.
Right.
Because those other people were masked, nameless, faceless.
Right. And
drug dealers.
Exactly.
Who were already kind of in breach of the policies of this country.
Right.
So
apparently that was secretly the policy the whole time.
Right. So in a way, their hypocrisy is coming back to haunt them.
Right.
And I think that's maybe a theme that's going to be brought up, is that human beings in particular, and with Gyro, this is another great example of that. Human beings, when they're broken down to their most base elements, they are kind of just like animals in that they just desire to survive. And this is where I think the whole Gyro thing comes into play in a thematic sense beyond just the plot bit of him potentially being one of the primary aspects of the personality of the king, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe just the hurt of humans being basically just shitty humans is that's going to be a big thing here. But human hypocrisy when it comes to the connected aspect of humanity. So we'll have human beings that are in the kind of the nuclear family setup, where they're connected, they have blood relations there. Yeah. In a lot of ways, they would be much like the Chimera Ants, with their queen being the mother and them all being family. But stuff happens, and humans do really, really stupid, horrible things to each other, even in the nuclear family. And Gyro being this perfect example of that, and being brought in potentially to the phagogenesis bloodline evolutionary chain of the Chimera Ants, might put an ideology of survival over humans by the means of not interfering with humans. So this is where I actually think things are going to get a little bit complicated.
Okay.
Gyro he basically was set free when he killed his father.
Yeah.
But it was the other youth doing the horrible thing of just, kind of instigating this that started that.
Yeah.
Now, the lesson that Gyro took was to not cause problems for humans, which
and that
made him
he
think,
was not human.
I am not human.
So he separated himself.
He separated himself from society, created the NGL.
Right.
And created this whole kind of outsider society for the purpose of just having that.
Right.
So they don't interfere with other things.
Right.
But then they showed that his actual plan of kind of screwing over the world with this drug shows that he's a little vindictive. So there's also his own hypocrisy where he's like, I don't want to deal with humans. Like, I don't want to interfere with them and make trouble for them. But I'm going to give them the tools by which they will destroy themselves.
Right.
So, what aspect of that personality will be added into the Chimera Ant
king. That is
king
an excellent,
and or next generation.
Right, and that is an excellent question. The fact that the NGL existed and the founder is going to be put into the genetic pool,
right,
is great as a precedent that is shown for how this could potentially end without one, the humans just being wiped out, genocide, or everything in
genocide
the future,
of the Chimera ants,
genocide of the Chimera ants, or everything in the future somehow revolving around the Chimera ant human struggle, right? Because they could go to their own place and they could live their separate lives or whatever. Now, the fact that they have that, right? All that horrible, pain and everything, and then they also have gone, right? Okay. Contrast, because you've got all the hypocrisy, all the horrible things that happen, right? And then you've got the simple, believing, trusting optimist gone. If they wanted to do something, or at least not that it has to be resolved by power of friendship kind of a thing, but
if Gon gets absorbed into the Chimera ants,
that would be
that would be so ballsy if they decided to make Killua the main character and Gon was absorbed into the whole.
Right, and it's like totally not going to happen.
Totally not going to happen.
This is episode 80,
there's probably stuff that happens after this arc in particular that's more along the lines of like Jing stuff,
Yes, absolutely. But the very fact that they have Gon as the main character in a lot of ways makes it seem like he is the perfect person to combat this threat or to defeat the king or whatever, because where everyone else might think, okay, we need to do some like genocide stuff here because we need to exterminate this threat.
I don't know. I in fact see Gon as the kind of person who would be very bad at doing any kind of diplomacy. I think if anything, he might see the value in not just rampantly killing them.
Right.
But I actually think Killua is the key to all of this.
Okay.
I think in a lot of ways, Killua doesn't have like a great charisma score, so to speak. Just like Gon. But his is better. And also, he's a little bit more intelligent than Gon in some ways. And I think he could see that, like, Kite, actually, I think, is probably the most intelligent of the three of them, obviously. But I also am with you in that Kite is not long for this world. Like, I don't see him making it past the next 6 months of, whatever time that's involved here. Like, Killua, though, I could see Killua being the key to potentially having the... Like, because he's seen the darkest parts of humanity.
Yep.
And as a redeemed aspect of the darkest parts of humanity, he is the story of how humans can change. And I think, if anything, he's going to show that, maybe Gon isn't the perfect human or anything.
Sure.
But neither am I. But his imperfectness saved me.
Yeah.
Now, if you're willing to, and he's like talking to maybe the Chimera Ant King or what have you, he's like, if you're willing to, I know that humans have that opportunity to basically be redeemed so that they don't need to be cleansed by you guys.
Exactly.
And also, I could see a very real setup where the Chimera Ants replace the NGL as basically, we have this island. Humans do not interfere with us.
Yep. You can continue on with your lives as normal.
We will continue to evolve here.
Right.
But,
Yeah. That would work.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're going to continually absorb aspects of humans. So more and more over time, they'll become more and more human.
Yes.
Which, in some ways, might make them worse because, humans have some pretty dark tendencies. But in another way... There's a problem that happens when you begin killing your own. Your soul, your internal... I mean, the soul isn't really quantifiable, but basically, it's a violation of your own internal being, in that to kill another person, it messes you up. So maybe the Chimera Ants will realize over time, it may be a long time, that, oh my god, at this point, we're basically eating our own. Right, the differences between the humans and us is so minute, it's basically just our ability to evolve with phagogenesis.
And that doesn't really help when
it doesn't.
Basically recycling your own, people.
Right. So there might be some groups that are like, okay, we should stop.
Other people being like, hey, we need to keep killing humans because, otherwise what happens to us?
Yeah, at what point does a chimera ant accidentally abduct another chimera ant?
Oh, sure.
And it's just like,
yeah,
no, sorry, you looked like a human. I mean, they might be able to smell the difference. There might be something there. But, if this goes on for years and years and years.
Who knows?
Yeah. I think we're looking a little bit too far ahead.
Yeah.
I can tell that the pace of this arc kind of shifts between really slow and really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they've actually slowed down things quite a bit because they're getting into building up the eventual conflict.
Right. They're getting into more of the intense moment by moment.
Right. And I think we're getting into some of the philosophical stuff that's good. But right now, it's about to be a pretty simple, just Nen battle versus just an assortment of chimera ants, which sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome.
In a lot of ways,
hopefully Colt survives at least a little bit longer.
Yeah. In fact, I'm a little bit worried for how the group is going to react when they kill certain chimera ants like way too easily. Like, there's going to be that group of chimera ants where they just hit the neck and like they explode. Like and then God and Killa have come a long ways, but Kite, we have no idea how strong he is. And I'm guessing he's strong.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So do they go, whoa, like maybe we should try and talk with this, and maybe Kite's the one that's like, no, we need to kill the queen as soon as possible. Like, just go into the nest, just start wrecking everything.
Right, and that's a good point, because we don't know how queens are made other than by the king. So if you kill the queen and there's no king yet,
they might not be able to make more queens.
Could what's his face that made his own base? Could he potentially create a queen of some kind?
I'm guessing the king is the means to create more queens.
Probably. Yeah.
But a queen needs to exist to make a king. And you know what I'm guessing? The queen is going to die. She's going to be part of the process in birthing the king. Like, her essence, her aspect will be kind of not necessary.
Oh, yeah, here's something they could do.
There could be a little bit of self-cannibalization. I doubt that, but it could also be more of a thing of, like, once the king is birthed, she just dies. Because her entire being was basically transferred into the king. Or her existence is no longer necessary.
Yep.
And she just dies because she has no purpose anymore.
I could also see something happening where, since she lays eggs as a means of reproducing, right? It's not like she gives birth to them or whatever.
Right, yeah.
There could be something where they kill the queen and they're like, yes, all right, we got the queen. Awesome.
Yeah.
That was close.
And then there's a king egg somewhere hidden
exactly.
over there, and it's like, no.
Curses.
Gone. Rock the whole place. Yeah. That's another question I think they'll bring up now that they've dealt with the whole individuality thing a little bit more with Colt remembering Reyna. At what point are we going to have potentially chimera ants that are just throwing themselves in the line of fire to die so that Gon, Killa, and Kite don't get to the queen?
Yeah.
And there's this kind of this moral quandary of like, these ones are just basically killing themselves so that we don't touch the queen.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel anything from this?
Well, right, because we haven't really seen Gon kill anyone yet.
That is true.
Like, as far as I know.
Killa obviously has killed tons of people.
Has. Yeah.
But that's a good question. I don't think Gon has killed anyone.
Like, even with Genthru, So,
yeah, that's true. He was kind of trying to trap him, if anything.
Right.
I mean,
he probably wouldn't have minded if the Rock had squashed him, but
Yeah. But that's a very good point. I think we're dancing around in circles here. This discussion is good, but there's so many varied aspects in the way this arc could go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna save that for future episodes. If you want to see those episodes right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. There'll be 2 early access episodes there, and you can get on Discord with any kind of Patreon support, chat with us about stories or theories or what have you. And yeah, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.